There you go. The glasses. Who are you?
Hello, I am Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, also co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. I changed the camera, so it's pointing at the mountains.
Yeah, but it still makes me look weird.
Anyway, if you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away. And yes, the mic's working.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for daily updates on all our Keto Chow happenings. These live streams help us be accountable and stay on track. Thanks so much for joining us on our keto journey.
Yep. Debbie is on. She was first.
Yeah.
Rhonda is on. Hi, Rhonda. Let's see. Debbie says, are you a Chow Club member, Rhonda? Have you tried the extra item yet? We're actually talking about that.
Yeah, we can talk about it now.
Yeah.
Tell us what it is.
What? Anyway, Fanny says good morning, all. Randy says good morning. Fanny says she hasn't tried it yet.
Ooh.
She's excited. Let's see, Randy, it says, I won't get home to open my Keto Chow box for October or November till we get home in December.
Oh.
It'll be like Keto Chow Christmas. Yay!
The tree. See a Keto Chow.
Randy says, was the Irish cream Keto Chow in this month's Keto Chow box?
Yes.
Yes, it was. Also, if you were kicking around the Keto Chow nutrition page about a week ago, there was a listing for Irish cream. We actually had 2 people find it and say, hey,
get that?
I think you don't want this on there yet. We're like, oops.
Thank you.
So yeah, it was developed by 2 Crazy Ketos. I think we've got some right
I think
here.
you're leaving. There's a leaf in my hair. So this weekend was
There's
really
a
fun.
snake in my boot.
Went to Chris's parents' house and raked leaves, and it literally was raining leaves. Oh.
It's raining men.
Now it's raining Irish cream.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah.
It's no caffeine and
No caffeine.
coffee.
And a lot of people are like,
The other
what does
one.
Irish cream taste like? Bailey's Irish cream is the flavor that Joe and Rachel were going for.
It's not overly flavorful. I don't know what Irish cream tastes like.
We don't drink coffee and we don't drink whiskey, so
It tastes like Keto Chow.
it does taste like Keto Chow.
Coffee-ish.
Yep. Dave says, hi there, fine folks. Let's see. Becca says, good morning, all. Becca says, I really like the new flavor. I've gone through 2 packets of it already.
Ooh.
Well, hold your horses there, Missy, because
For sale.
it's not for sale yet. And that brings us to a question that Debbie had.
Okay.
Where do you find the Chow Club exclusives on the new site?
I don't know.
We don't have any Chow Club exclusives right now. And so we haven't bothered republishing that page since we did the changeover to the new site.
Oh, yeah.
So if you were hoping, because you're a Chow Club member, to be able to purchase the Irish cream, unfortunately you can't right now. The only way you could have gotten it was in the November box. We're not yet ready to release it to the public just yet.
Yes.
I said yet 3 times in that sentence.
You could say yet one more time.
Yet.
Yet.
Yeti. Let's see. By the way, do you like the blinds?
Wow, that looks weird.
Yeah, those are the blinds. They're reflecting off the glass.
Parts are kind of ugly, but the mountains are pretty, except for the blind part. That's weird over there.
Yeah, it's true. Let's see. Betsy says, good morning, everyone. We're super far behind on comments, by the way. Glenda is on as well. Let's see. Hoofin' it's on. She says, I'll be ear hustling on this cool, brisk morning.
It's cold here.
Yep. Jen says, good morning. Happy November. Practice gratitude. I read Gertrude. Practice Gertrude today and every day.
I think that's great. And I want to say something. So, okay, see my necklaces? This is a little heart, and then another little heart.
Okay.
So I got these on my girls' trip, right? And it's supposed to be like a mother-daughter necklace.
Okay.
Or like a best friend's necklace. You give one to one person, and then they have like the center of your heart.
Ooh.
Cute. Or whatever. So, but I said, I like the way that they, can
Go
like
together?
that.
Okay.
And I just wanted to keep it. And I realized that I could be my own best friend. Because I need to be kinder to myself. I know I've been working on this for a long time, and I'm just going to keep working on it until I'm fine. At the Lipedema conference 2 weeks ago or last weekend.
Last weekend.
Yeah. One quote that Catherine posted up there, she said, that the person said to their body, I would like to be your friend. And then the body said back, I've been waiting for this for my whole life. Because your body it's the place where you are. You got to treat it kindly. You need to be kind to yourself. And I need to be my own best friend, my own best friend's necklace,
Yep.
And I need to advocate for myself. I need to be awesome with myself. And I just need to treat myself kinder. So
Be excellent to each other.
yes. And Chris is distracting me with leaf photos.
Sorry. Yeah, you were.
I can't say anymore. You have to show what you're showing.
Okay, here we are. Here's Haley with the giant pile of
What we
leaves.
did this weekend.
Yep. And it was really funny because
It was really
we were sitting there eating and leaves were just falling all over the place.
We got into leaves.
And they were big oak leaves.
It was so beautiful. You couldn't even see the grass when we walked out there. It was just brown. The whole lawn was brown. So it was fun.
I was distracting everybody.
It was interesting because we sat out there and ate lunch. And the leaves were literally falling like these little leaves in the green screen.
It was just like that.
Because we're sitting there and then we'd get up to get more food and there was leaves all over the food. It was very funny.
It was picturesque.
Sorry, guys.
Let's see. Katiskia says, good morning, Keto Chow family.
Good morning.
Betsy says hi. Let's see. I answered Debbie's question. Randy says, good morning, Bears. Great brack drop.
Yeah.
Brack drop. Except it actually looks like that. So boring. Susan B is on. Good morning. Carlos says, happy Monday, everyone. Tracy says, good morning, Keto Chow peeps. Sarah says, good morning.
Good morning.
Shauna says, good morning, Chris and Miriam. Lovely to see you back, Miriam.
Thank you.
Back again. Miriam's back. Rihanna says, a good fall morning, Bears and Keto Chow family. Debbie loves the mountains and the leaves. I miss fall in New England. Let's see. Betsy says, so good to see you, Miriam. Where did my mouse go?
Betsy.
Where did my mouse go?
I don't know.
It stopped working.
Okay. So what are you guys eating? What did you eat this weekend? How did you do? Chris and I have been doing Keto Chow or meat and one
Really doesn't want to work.
keto meal.
Keep talking.
That's what we're going to do for a while. Because we want to do the bacon, whatever, BBBE. But I want to eat food too. And Holly and I actually do really good keto meals for lunches. And so that means if it has something like a vegetable, it's allowed. So it's been working out really good. I actually came down 5 pounds while I was sick.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't eat Keto Chow almost at all while I was sick. But I mostly ate meat.
All right.
Because I was home.
Tia says, good morning. Lorinda is here. Morning. Happy fall, y'all.
Thank you.
Rachel says, hi, everyone. Teresa says, good morning, everyone. And Jen says, good morning. Happy November. Yes, it is. He says, yo, dog. Rose says, good morning, Bears and Keto Fam. Eggnog and snickerdoodle chaffles for breakfast. That sounds good.
It does sound good.
Patty says, I didn't hate the new flavor, but I don't love it either. Well, Patty, you don't like coffee, just like me. So there you go.
That's okay.
Sarah says, yes, do tell when we can order these new items.
Hey, thanks for asking that. We haven't yet made an announcement about the availability of that flavor in that size. As soon as we are ready to make an announcement, you'll probably hear about it first on our live stream and then on the Facebook support group, and followed by our website and our email list. So stay tuned.
That I bought today.
We're back.
There's still an Audrey.
Oh, okay.
The new boots that I got on our girls trip, I still have not received yet.
Okay. Andrew says, good morning, all. Miriam, you sound so much better. So glad you're feeling better.
Thank you.
On a scale of victory, I fit into my high school Levi's 25-year-old ago jeans. That's awesome. MJ says, so good to see my keto friends at the start of a new day, a new week, and a new month. Let's see. Susan says, I have the new Irish cream in my coffee this morning. Red one is on. Says, good morning from Denver, Colorado. Let's see. Purple A says, the flavors page still shows vanilla on sale. So the flavor of the week is strawberry.
Go Packs.
Strawberry Go Packs. So,
Strawberry Go Pecks are good to make cheesecake with.
yep.
And
So it's
truffles.
$63 for 21. That ends up being $3 a meal.
Yeah.
So that's what's on sale this week. And it might be that the flavors page. Oh, look, that got updated.
Yeah. You know, it could be cast. It could be cash. Does he wear the
Could
cash every time?
be. Well, see, it's still just tagged. So he just needs to update the tag because
Okey doke.
then it'll move it from one to the other.
Okay.
So
Well, all
thank you for pointing that out because
these things we have to remove.
it's like you need a pre-flight checklist of all the
Right.
stuff you need to do. Let's see. Lisa says, I have an Irish cream in the freezer for the creamy tonight. Can't wait.
Nice. I was going to have creamy ice cream for breakfast, but I decided to go to work instead.
Well, you did get to go back to sleep this morning.
Yeah, that's because, and then I snoozed like 3 times.
Okay.
That's why I did.
I had chocolate
So I'm just
with
not going to have breakfast.
peanut butter mixed into it.
That's what I want.
It was delicious.
Maybe I'll have it tomorrow.
I don't know if there's any left, but there's a lot of chocolate mint, which I'm surprised Haley hasn't found.
Oh, well, I can't have chocolate mint with peanut butter.
Nope. Julie says, good morning, Chris and Miriam. It's a bit chilly here in Venice, Florida. I'm sure you'll laugh. It's chilly for us. Yes. I'm on my way for a facial and a massage. Pampering day for me.
Keep yourself day today, Julie.
Catasquito says, Irish cream is yummy. I'm anxious to try it.
Nice.
Let's see. The well-fed human says, ooh, that sounds yummy.
Yeah.
Blaine says Irish cream is delicious. Had it in my coffee this morning. Blaine messaged me yesterday, and he's like, "Well, what fat is best for Irish cream?" I said, "The
I
fat
don't know.
that you prefer." And he's like, "Okay, smarty pants." Joe and Rachel recommended to people to do if they said if you want the full Irish cream experience, use heavy cream.
Okay.
They said they prefer the stronger flavor.
With the butter.
With butter, but if you're looking for Bailey's Irish cream, they said. And they did do an unboxing. They did an unboxing of the Chow Club. They posted it at midnight Eastern time, I guess this morning, technically. Watch Autumn Keto. Well, Autumn and Richard on the Weathers channel did an unboxing. And if you are a member of Serious Keto's YouTube channel, he and his wife, Terry, finished off their taste tests. They have now tasted every flavor of
Well,
Keto
that's
Chow.
impressive.
And they did an unboxing of the November Chow Club box.
You got to show me that.
Tanya says Miriam is back. Good morning, all. He says, good morning, everyone. Let's see. Andrew says it really does taste like Bailey's Irish cream. I made coffee with it, and it's amazing tasting. Mimi's on. Hi, Mimi. Says can't wait to taste Irish cream. Tracy says, what about Maria Emmerich said you have made an egg powder. Where's that at? Okay.
That is a thing that's not ready yet.
Yes.
Like,
so
it's coming. We're
Yep.
having the bags printed. It's just taking longer than we thought. So we're gonna get it. It'll be sometime.
now we're actually going to have a thing on here where you can sign up to get notified when it is available.
Oh yeah.
It's a
sure?
Yes, I am. 2.2 pound bag. The stuff that we have used in the past was the J Rob, and that's only a 1 pound bag.
Okay. So this
And so this is a bigger bag. It's actually the exact same size as one of these, but it's full, super full. Super full. So yeah, we won't have those for a while. The packaging is still being printed.
Yep. And then
Actually,
our
they haven't even
manufacturer's a
started.
little bit behind because they have having a hard time finding workers. Weird.
Yeah, well, and it's the same place that we have doing that we're waiting on for the
Kiata.
no, I'm talking about lemon meringue, banana ran out of stock this morning. So all the stuff that we're waiting for, they have a machine that does the bag fill, and they're running it at a capacity right now.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. Shauna says,
It is coming, and I'm sorry that it's not ready.
Carrie says, we have to leave them alone. Mimi says, hi, Mimi. Let's see. Blue says the Irish cream flavor is a little subtle.
Mm-hmm.
Would be a great base for ice cream, I bet.
Nice.
Matreo likes the leaf overlay on the image.
Yeah.
And I can actually,
it's growing on me, actually.
I can actually change it out for any number of things.
I like the leaves.
I'm going to do a Thanksgiving one. And then
That's going to be a turkey.
Might as
Running
well.
through here.
Little turkeys falling down. Thump, thump.
Delicious.
Let's see. Shauna says, Miriam, I had to do it. I use Lolly's peanut butter and macadamia cookie cluster and Keto Chow raspberry cheesecake made of peanut butter and jelly cheesecake.
Oh my gosh, was it delicious?
Rossiana says, I didn't have any Irish cream in my November box. Look underneath
At the very
all of the confetti stuff. It's underneath that.
Yep. Don't throw the box away.
Don't throw the box
It's
away.
at the bottom.
It's at the bottom. Yep.
And if you can't find it, reach out to customer service and we'll fix you.
Yep. We'll get you.
Because sometimes
they do mess up. Matt says, I found a kind of cool thing last night with my Keto Chow measuring cup from a chocolate box. It weighs almost exactly 100 grams. 100.9 grams to be more exact.
Then if you don't tear your scale, you can just minus it out.
Yes. Also, if you get an electronic scale
Don't put it in
that has an electronic measuring cup that has a scale built into it, and one of your daughters tells the other daughter to melt something in the microwave, don't use the electronic scale that has batteries in it.
Yeah, kitchen's on fire.
And it makes a terrible smell. Rachel says, yes, be kind to yourself. Carrie says, math people love Thanksgiving pie. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Let's see. Nan says, good morning, Miriam. You look beautiful today.
Thank you, Nan.
Linda says, great idea. Be your own best friend. Now you can see how far behind we are. Jen says, that's beautiful, Miriam. Jane says, good morning. Carrie says, if you have some eggs, then you can be excellent. Let's see. Shauna's having breakfast coffee with Keto Chow and bacon crunchies.
Oh.
Rachel says, love the pics. Let's see. Tony says, look at the leaves. When they were jumping in, then I said, and try not to think about all the bugs that are in those. And they were like, blah. Except they didn't get out. They just continued to play.
It was really fun, actually. I couldn't help myself.
MJ says, sing it, Miriam. Keep telling my healing fingers. I love your fingers, and I need you. My occupational therapist says it does make a difference. Singing to your fingers.
Ariel?
Yeah, Christy Davis says, good morning. To my favorites. To Christy Keto says, hey, what's up, family? We're just hanging out.
Yeah.
Dave says, wow, that's a lot of leaves. And here I complain I get a 100th of that. Well, it's my parents' backyard.
Yeah. Well, what was worse was underneath the leaves were all of these acorns.
And they're big acorns.
You could sit on the lawn for like 5 hours.
Like the size of a silver dollar.
2 or 3 feet and just pick up acorn.
Yep. Well, a few years ago, one of my brothers went to Pacific Coast University. I think
20 years ago, you mean?
More like 30. But anyway. A few years ago.
Before we became
he came back and he brought some of the acorns he found on campus and put them into flower pots and started some oaks growing. And then he planted some of them. Other ones burst through and just took root. They planted themselves. And so now, all these years later,
the leaves look just like the ones in our picture.
My parents' backyard is amazing. We go over there for picnics and stuff. Yeah, and it's completely shaded. These giant oak trees that are beautiful. But boy, when fall comes around,
man, those acorns and those leaves.
Carrie says, I'm still window shopping Keto Chow. One day I will be able to afford it. Okay. Mike says, hey, I'm back after a phone call, so I really like Irish cream, but I'm the only one who has a hard time telling it apart from caramel macchiato, which I also like. They are very subtly different.
I think the caramel macchiato tastes more caramely. Like this.
Yes, this tastes more coffee. When we got them both when we got the Irish cream from Joe and Rachel, I actually said, let's compare these two. And yes, there was a definitive difference. But they are similar. Dennis says, good morning, Bears. Having paused this last month, what swag did pausers miss aside from the Irish cream? The swag was the Irish cream.
That was it.
Yep.
It was this.
Oh, and Ross Sienna says, thanks, that helped. Found it under the confetti.
I'm so glad you didn't throw the box away.
John says, wishing everyone a great week from Arizona. Well, thank you.
You too.
Carrie says that cat ate Chris's mouse. I had to unplug the USB receiver and plug it back in again, and then it worked like a charm.
Restart?
Yep. Julie says on Sunday, Maria Emmerich talked about the egg white protein powder.
Yes, and that's the one that we're working on with her, and we will have it, and we're just
as soon as we can. The problem is, So
Takes so
a couple months ago, I said, hey, Maria, I actually tested it out. I said, I tested out using more of the egg white powder and no liquid egg whites. And it worked. And I'm like, Maria, you need to try this. I tried it and it worked, but I need you to verify because you're the expert. Expert. And she kept on, she was traveling, she was this and that and the other. She wasn't able to try it. And then she tried it and she was like, oh, okay, we need this now. And I'm like, whoa. This takes a couple months. So we're trying to get it as quickly as we can.
Yep.
Let's see. Susan says I made PKK chili for my lunch meal prep. You said you wanted to make some of that and freeze it, right?
I do, yeah.
Let's see. Shauna says I had
stuff in the freezer.
An amazing pork belly in my air fryer this weekend. Thanks to Heath and Shelly. Pork belly candy. Mike says, well, Irish cream being in big bags, is that unknown as yet?
We're not saying
I can play the thing if you want to again that says we're
recording.
not making any announcements about
You
availability.
missed it the first time.
He might have. He was on a phone call.
He's got his son's hamburger as his.
That's a funny hamburger.
It was a pumpkin carving contest.
That's a pumpkin?
Yeah.
I guess I didn't read that post. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Tony says, I'm telling myself to get better, facing health challenges in November and BBBE, and God is my shield and armor.
You got this,
And an armor.
Tanya.
Anyway, let's see. Shelly says, craving a hot chocolate peppermint.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That does sound good. Let's see. Lorinda says, awesome voiceover, Chris. Thank you. Let's see. I'm trying to get through all the comments because we are really far behind. And I'm trying not to skip anybody, but I probably will. Carol says, good morning, all. Speaking of coffee, I can't have any until after my medical test today.
Oh, hey, that's okay.
Let's see. Shauna says, I'm still holding out for news on caramel macchiato. I'm actually going today to do another taste test to see if we have any other tricks that we can do to get it moving along. Too Crazy Kyo says, so happy you're looking healthy and gorgeous, beautiful Miriam. I'm hoping that's Rachel. Christy says, I don't love Irish cream, but the Keto Chow was really good. I was pleasantly surprised. Oh, nice. Let's see. Shelly says, drinking a hot pumpkin caramel coffee. So good. Looking forward to trying the Irish cream. Rhonda says, I just tried the new flavor after making it last night. It's delicious with a very subtle flavor. I used butter and heavy whipping cream.
Nice. Oh, best of both worlds.
And Lorinda says, if 2KK helped make the Irish cream, I can't wait. I love their caramel macchiato. Yes, they did.
Nice.
Right there. Pop.
They're
The green is transparent. Look, you can see the mountains.
your face.
That's awesome.
It's funny.
Julie says, love the pictures of the mountain in the background.
It's not doing it to me. Oh,
Yeah, it is. You want to have a lot of fun? Peekaboo! Let's see. Shauna says, psst, some other nerd unboxed it too. Oh, did you do an unboxing? I missed it.
Yes, you did. You always miss these. You have to.
No, Matreya's. And I'm assuming that Christy did one
She
too.
probably did one.
Sorry, this morning has been a hectic morning. So
I was sleeping.
Gina says, good morning, everyone. My challenge, Keto Chow for 7 days, then 14 days, and 21. Wish me luck. Wow.
Nice.
Christy says, I'm so excited for the egg white powder.
Me too.
Mike wants to know, do we still have the chocolate fondue at the store?
I don't think
No, we got it. They were here from Canada at Low Carb Denver.
Yes.
And we bought all of their inventory so that they didn't have to take it back with them. And then we ended up with a lot of it left over that we ended up like just giving away to employees. So we don't have any anymore because it's all expired. Lovely is on, says hi. Shauna says, I'm trying to scroll back Chris's page. Okay. Casey says, I see I'm ignored again. No, I just skipped stuff. Yeah, because I'm trying to plow through the comments. Sorry. Tia says, I placed an order for July, August, and September past Keto Chow boxes. Going to give them as gifts.
Ooh,
That's awesome.
that is a good idea.
Rhonda says, wow, I just made 2 batches of bread. So glad you're making the powder too. Will be great if you made flavors of egg white powder too.
That would be great,
I don't know if,
right? I don't know if we're going to do that.
well, it's the plan. Let's see how well it works.
Not flavored.
It's not flavored like Keto Chow.
He's not saying the right word. Just don't listen to us.
Don't listen to me.
We have some plans. But right now,
We
we're
got
not
plans.
telling you what they are.
There you go.
So far, the plan is to get an egg white powder in a 2-pound bag.
Blaine says, am I the only one seeing a green tint from iBounce? No, I'm seeing it too, especially right here.
Yeah, it's
Right
weird.
here.
Weirdly weird.
Let's see. Professor R says, ooh, egg protein could be a helpful alternative for non-dairy keto showers. And to be clear, the egg white protein that we're working on is it's just egg white protein. It's basically to be used for Maria Emmerich's PSMF bread. It's not Keto Chow like the meal replacement shake. It's just powdered egg white protein at this point. Yeah, version 1.0. Carrie says I have tons of jokes. Tons of jokes. You know, I asked my wife, was I the first one you dated? And she said, nah, all the other ones were 9s or 10s. Tony says, on a super tight budget, but my Keto Chow subscription has been a great investment since day one. Fiddlesticks is just starting Keto Chow today. Maitreya says, but if you do falling turkeys, you would have to quote WKRP in Cincinnati. I swear to God, I thought turkeys could fly. Best episode ever. Andrea said, the shortage of employees is nationwide. We know y'all are trying to get product. Patience is a virtue.
I think what you should do today when you go over there is just say, our entire Keto Chow team, except for customer service, will come over and bag it for them.
They'd have to get
permits and everything. That'd be a pain in the butt.
Trained and stuff. Flo says, I probably should have kept my mouth shut about Amazon having big bags of caramel macchiato. They are out of stock now. Yeah, that's not surprising. Meg says, I can't wait to try the new flavor. Mine said delivered Saturday, but it was nowhere to be found. So I'm praying it gets dropped off. The post office does that sometimes.
Yeah, they'll click it and then it's still in the back of the truck.
Yep.
Let us know so we can look for it too. If you don't get it in a couple of days.
Carrie says, sorry about one of my comments. I thought I was being ignored. Nah, that's okay. It's we like you, Carrie. Yep. Mike says, I look forward to buying some more. I've used 2 already. Oh, dang. Mike says, Black Friday is right around the corner. And we
do have some surprises for Black Friday.
We do. We're not going to announce them yet. Not going to announce them yet, but we will announce them before Black Friday.
Yes.
So that you know what's coming.
Look, you can see a little bit of cloud or snow on the mountain.
You can. It was a lot more snowy earlier.
It would be prettier if this.
Carrie says, when I viewed the site, I didn't see the Irish cream on the site. You're correct. It's not on the site yet. Right now, the only way you could get it was as part of the November Chow Club box. Yes. So, Willow says, sheep love to eat acorns. Sheep love to eat acorns. I don't know about sheep, but I know that pigs.
The sheep love to eat acorns.
Love to eat acorns.
Yeah, why don't we just take those over to your parents' house?
I said that we should have Christian and Sarah bring Julia over.
Yeah.
I'm sure that Julia would love it. Let's see. Maitreya says, now I have a hysterical Les Nessman in my head. There you go. Jane says, going to have Irish cream for lunch. I'm not a coffee drinker, so fingers crossed. Yeah. Let's see. Randy has to run off. Have a good day, Randy. Mike says, that's about right, Shauna. MJ says, I live in Thousand Oaks subdivision, and the tree our neighbors' yard started pushing up at our sidewalls. They chopped it down, and the squirrels are still finding nuts in our yards from 3 years ago.
They just get into the ground. And they have so many starts of oak trees.
Yeah.
Just everywhere. I'm raking and I'm like, oh, I just pulled up an oak tree. I pulled up another oak tree. Oak tree.
Blaine says, egg jokes, Chris? Really? What the shell, man? Rona says, Chris really is a genius. No, I don't think about it. Diane says, what? We have Chris to thank for this awesome new PSMF egg white powder. Yep. Well, it was so funny because I was like, because ideally what I'd really love to do is have the mix of everything to make the PSMF bread mixed together, all the ingredients. And then there's a packet, you tear it open, add water, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm wanting to do. In order for that to work, then you have to be able to whip up the powdered egg whites into the thing. And so I tried it and it totally worked. But I'm like, Maria, you're the expert. Let me know. And again, expert. Luann says, I tried it and it was great. Holly wants me to skip her. Professor R says, Carrie, the Irish cream isn't on the website yet. Has not been opened up for sale to the general public. That's correct.
Yep. Thank you.
MJ says 95 people watching. Chris may have to change the read all the comments policy. Oh, I'm not reading all the comments. I'm skipping. Whenever you guys talk to each other, if you tag each other in it, I skip those entirely. Tanya says, guys, I'm laughing more this morning than all last month. Big thanks to y'all. Keep the puns coming.
Good.
Mike says, I'm excited about the egg white powder too. Shauna says, the things that amuse Chris. Betsy says, you guys always make me smile. And MJ wants to know what the name of Maitreya's YouTube channel is. I think it's The Radical Geek.
Maitreya?
Or just Radical Geek. Yep. Or Radical Greek.
She's doing live streams on Sundays? Is that what she said?
I don't know. I'm doing my grumpy cat impersonation. Anyway, Shauna says, sorry, Chris, I was trying to scroll back the page you showed on here. It doesn't work. No, it doesn't. Okay. Mike says, yeah, my son won a Segway Segway electric scooter in the pumpkin carving contest. It can go about 15 miles an hour, which feels fast. I learned to ride it last night. Yes. Sometimes they have an artificial cap on them, and you have to install an app on your phone, and then you can take the limiter off it.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Sometimes. And Mike, you learn to ride the scooter, which means you can do that. You can do hard things. So
yes, you can.
I feel like that's amazing.
If I can learn to ride a ripstick,
that's right.
Which is the things that you move your feet back and forth and it wiggles down the road. Oh my gosh. That's almost the least efficient form of locomotion ever. The only thing that is less efficient at moving you down the road than that is a pogo stick.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. Have you tried the one wheel yet?
I have not tried the one wheel.
I've got a one wheel. Okay, so you guys know what it is. It's a big wheel, and then it has like a flat thing.
Yeah.
But what I didn't realize is you go like this, side to side, and I thought I'd have a hard time with that because I was never good at riding a skateboard. But when I was doing that, I think the hardest thing was you actually fall this way or this way.
Yeah,
so not only do you have to balance this way, but you have to balance this way. So I just kept going forward and then falling back off the end. But I was able to do it.
Okay. Well, Professor I was planning to use it with a base powder. That would work.
Oh, no.
Rana says, Chris, I said that you're a genius because the batch I made yesterday was without the egg whites. It was perfect. It is so much easier, too.
Yeah.
I actually made it trying to use a carton of egg whites, and it came out flat and terrible.
The egg white powder did work.
It worked so good.
Just this last week and had some for...
I had Haley do it.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
And so she texted me this morning. She's like, I'm going to have 2 sandwiches for lunch. I don't think there's enough for you. I'm like, okay, thanks for letting me know.
The correct response is, if you want some, Mom, make it yourself.
And we eat together, and so she was giving me a heads up to grab something in a kind way.
Scott wants to know, when making eggnog, which fat and liquid for best flavor? So
butter.
Stronger flavor would be butter, but the creaminess would come with heavy cream. So I'm kind of torn on that one. I personally would make the eggnog with heavy cream, although it makes amazing chaffles too.
You also, if you want it to be a stronger eggnog flavor, add some nutmeg to it.
Yes. Tanya is definitely planning to buy Keto Chow's egg white protein powder when available. That stuff is expensive, and a lot of them have too many added fillers.
Yes.
Now, to be specific, the egg white protein that we're having, it has 2 ingredients. It has powdered egg whites, and it has sunflower lecithin.
So don't be surprised. This is going to come up.
Yes, it will.
You'll get mad about it, but it's just a small spray to prevent the egg white powder from clumping so quickly, so it'll make it mix just like the Keto Chow as the lecithination.
So the easiest way to think about it is, if you've ever taken a thing of hot chocolate and dumped it in the water and it makes those balls that you have to like squish against the side, that's because it's absorbing water so quickly that it forms skin around a dry thing. The same thing will happen with most protein powders, unless you coat the globules or the things of powder with a little teeny bit of oil, just a little bit. And it doesn't even have to be the actual oil. It can be part of the oil, which in this case is lecithin. Which lecithin is a really good source of choline.
Oh, okay.
The precursor to, oh, dang it.
Choline bitartrate?
No. Dang it. It's a neurotransmitter.
I don't know smart things.
Someone's going to pop it into the comments. Anyway, acetylcholine. There you go.
See,
I know, right?
Yeah.
Without it, your brain doesn't work very well. Anyway, so it does have sunflower lecithin in it. There's really not very much of it in there. It's just enough to make it slow down. Chow CEO says, I bet the December Keto Chow subscription will be awesome. Welcome back, by the way.
I think it is.
Let's see.
About it.
Luann says, I made the PSMF bread with all egg white powder, and it was great.
Nice.
And then Laura says, I also find if UPS is the shipper, they will mark it delivered when they give it to USPS, not when it's delivered to you.
Yes. Lame.
He says, I got a notification from Home Depot that their Black Friday deals start today.
Oh, I guess we're all going to Home Depot today.
Natalie says, I just placed my first order. Can't wait to try Keto Chow. I also ordered a creamy. Ooh. Mike says, if you just made chocolate egg-based Keto Chow, I think it would be a good seller. I'm going to try it. I'm going to mess around a lot.
We're going to try a lot of things, and I'm going to tell Chris to shut his face.
Michelle says, yeah, I will also buy egg white protein. Lauren, this is unicorns. Sean says, I legit snort laughed at sheep love to eat unicorns. Miriam got a shirt for Sam that he wore yesterday, and it's got these two dinosaurs, and the one saying, did you just eat the last unicorn? And the other one saying, no.
With a rainbow mouth?
Rainbow mouth.
Really cute.
Blue says, Black Friday go pack, so caramel macchiato, please.
Oh.
Maybe.
That would be cool.
Dennis says, so did this acorn fall far from the tree? No, they don't fall far from the trees.
Sorry.
You rely on squirrels to bury them to neutralize the tannic acid, and then they don't find them all. And then,
but if you know anything about oak trees, you can't plant an acorn and have it grow. It needs to freeze in order to make it grow. So when we've done it in the past, we've taken the acorns, put them in the freezer, then put them in the pot later.
Okay. Kim says, can't hardly wait for Black Friday, but I don't want to rush time. Oh, and Kat says, per the deal guy, Black Friday is starting early this year because it's supply chain issue.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Let's see. Ronna says that would be the bomb to have everything in one packet. I'd buy it for sure. Especially if we're getting rewards points for that too. Nice. Oh, yes. Maitreya says, yeah, Sunday, 6:30 to 8 p.m. Eastern. Mike wants to smoke some unicorn.
The sheep will eat it.
Yeah, maybe. Blue says, your mic seemed to be cutting out when you speak a little louder. You know what?
That's probably true.
That's probably true. I'm probably peaking is what the issue is. I tend to project my insecurities. Mike says, do you light the horn first? Yeah. Rachel says, my son is a rock star on the ripstick. Maitreya says, I need to see if I can adapt the PSMF recipe to mini dash bunts.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I tend to make J-Rob protein powder based mug cakes in there.
Oh, nice.
Tanya wants to save the unicorn. I think we should shave the unicorns.
Oh.
Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Blue says balls, says Rachel in my head. Betsy says, I trust your products, no question to ask.
Thank you.
Shannon says, I don't know if it's just me, but the newer bulk eggs I've bought are much harder to seal than most I've bought in the past.
Oh, the bulk bags?
Oh, newer bulk bags.
Yeah. Well, we can always check the
Maybe.
seals.
If you flick, so right along here in the sealing line, when it's open, if you flick it, that usually takes care of it.
We should double check it though.
Lately, we just always keep on
I always
tossing them into
dump it in the container. But we were really picky about the seal, and so if they're weird, we should double check that for sure.
Yep. Let's see. Maitreya says, yep, this is Maitreya. Tony says, at Chris, because science. There you go. Francis is on. Welcome. Pictures and technology.
Speaking of science, we were watching a couple of videos yesterday of some guy doing weird things
I've never
seen
before.
So he's talking about all these weird chemicals.
Oh, it was a chemistry guy. I put that on specifically for Kate because she likes chemistry stuff.
She quite enjoyed it. But I think it's funny because so many people get overwhelmed with the amount of ingredients, and if you know what the ingredients are, it's easier to understand.
Well, that's why we put like after
B6, B
ferrous gluconate,
B3,
iron,
D3, C,
thiamine, B1,
But I was thinking while we were watching those videos yesterday, I was thinking, like, what is happening inside our body? It is chemistry. Like,
Oh, yeah.
everything that's happening, like the cells dividing and reproducing and making, like, the autophagy is happening all the time. Like, our body's just this one big science experiment going on all the time without us even doing anything. So there's that whole your body's amazing thing, again, that I cannot stop talking about. It's so great. Like, it
Can't stop, won't stop.
these things of fullness. I mean, even aging, like the fact that your like the hair goes coarse and a different color, like it's weird.
Ronnie says, I don't care. It has sunflower lecithin. I love the bread, cinnamon rolls, and chocolate breads and buns that I can make more with the powder and more. Flo says, I really want one more savory soup, dairy-free beef protein in cheese flavor. I've tried it.
Cheese is really hard.
It did not work. That's actually why we made the beef soup base that doesn't have any flavor to it, with the idea that you can add cheese and broccoli or other stuff to it, because cheese flavored, we tried it. I tried so many permutations and it was terrible.
Yes. So last night when we went to my brother's house for dinner and they were having soups, I quickly threw together our broccoli cheese soup recipe, and it was yummy. And
That was our recipe?
Yeah, it had 2 scoops of chicken Keto Chow.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So it was really good.
It was really good. Mike says, I see people adding a scoop of egg white powder to shakes to kick up their protein. That works well.
Yeah.
Bessie says, do you need a specific blender to make the egg white recipes? It works best if you have a whisk attachment on a stand mixer, just because you're whipping it into a meringue.
Unless you want that to be your movement for the day.
If you were to do that by hand with a whisk, you would have Popeye arm.
We've done it before.
Gosh, that would be so terrible.
Forever.
Look, heavy whipping cream takes a long time. Whipping the egg whites, and somebody posted a picture of a dash. I think it was on the Keto Village. It might have been Christy Davis who posted it. But it was a smaller stand mixer made by Dash. And the nice thing about a stand mixer is you put it in there and it just does.
And then you do other things.
You walk away. Because whipping up the egg whites takes like 15 minutes on high with a KitchenAid mixer. So yeah, you could do it with just a regular blender.
Yeah.
Or an immersion blender with a whisk attachment thing. It will take a long time.
Yep.
So like while you're watching TV or a live stream. Let's see. Sean says, I watched the making of Loki. Thought of you guys yesterday. All the variants.
See that?
From my boy says, good morning. Is there a video on how to make the sausage soup? There's not a video on it because
it's not hard.
It really isn't.
You just put everything into a crock pot and leave it overnight.
That works. I think the instructions have you just making it in a pan.
Oh, yeah, it probably does.
But the crock pot's easier. Because you brown the sausage.
Just put it all in the crock pot.
Yeah, you brown the sausage and then dump everything into the crock pot and walk away. Rachel, can't stop, won't stop. Mike says, my wife rinsed acorns over time to remove the tannins and made cookies.
Ah, cool.
Wow. A truck just drove past us.
Oh, I didn't see
But this is sadness. At least it's been tried. Yep.
it didn't show up. Was our
No, it was pointing that way. It went underneath this before. Matreas says, I've tried to make a cheese flavor, but no, also cheese extract. Yeah. Shauna says, beef chow and cheese flavor reminds me of what I think Velveeta cheese powder would taste like.
Yeah, but you know what's better than cheese flavored?
Actual cheese, yeah. Well, and Matreas says, real cheese in the savory chicken is really tasty.
It is, yeah. It's really
Nana says, how long do you whisk the new egg white bread? I heard you can overmix. So when I did it, I just kept it going until it was
like big,
very stiff.
Yeah, I think that you can overmix it, but as you if you're overmixing, you'll notice it will go down. So you just kind of get it to as big as it.
With the new one where you're doing it all powder, it seems to be a lot more forgiving. Because Maria says if you overmix it, it gets kind of styrofoamy.
Yeah.
But that doesn't seem to be the case.
Well, I did notice that the crust was hard on this one, but I think the crust is
I think that's because we overcooked it a little.
Oh, that's okay.
Haley was in charge of it, and I had to keep on yelling downstairs to get her to come upstairs. Let's see. Debbie says, now you have me wanting cheese soup today. Mike says, vitamin names bring back bad memories of chemistry class at high school. Okay, we need to go.
Okay.
I need to go do some taste tests. So,
Okay, I'll stay
hey,
here.
everybody, thanks so much for joining us. Have a fantastic day and be awesome to others and yourself.
That's right. Goodbye.
Bye.